Hello, sister leaders. I'm so honored to be with you right now today, wherever you are in the world. You are in the right place because your steps are already ordered. I want to start with a little story. There was a brilliant woman that had a powerful vision. I knew her pretty well. She had all the resources, but the things that were starting to challenge her were two. One, getting her voice and presence so that she could elevate her platform. And the second thing was, as an executive leader, we often find that we can be up there alone. Who does an executive leader of faith turn to when there's a challenge, when there's something to go through? When you share something to someone, does that become weaponized or do they support you? These were all questions that came to my mind as well when I stepped into this role of chief operating officer of Crowned Christian Executive. We're going to talk a little bit about the three visions, the three V's that Sister Leaders has for us today. That's voice, get vision, voice, and victory. So let's talk about vision for a moment. When you think about your vision right now, is it clear to you? Have you asked God for that clarity so that you know that the thing that you're doing is what He wants to do? And when it is, there is a secret to knowing that it is. Do you know what it is? It should feel kind of light. There's a couple women within our circle who have recently written books, one of which has never wrote anything before. She claims she's not a writer, she's not a speaker, but God gave her a vision to write this book. She wrote it. And within about 4 months, this book was going everywhere on top of the charts. She never spoke before. She was like, God, are you sure? But she's being called to speak, and she gets up there with confidence. What God gives you, He also gives you the tools to do it. And it should feel like you're doing it together. So you know it's not you know it's Him. That's now you know that it came from Him. So really think about your vision. Ask Him if you are doing the thing that He wants you to do. Are you in that season where you're willing yourself to do something, looking for all the ways to get it done, and it's not easy? Check out a book that I wrote called Christian Entrepreneur Discerning Your Path, and it will help you with that. Let's look at the second one because I want to spend a little bit of time on it. It's called Your Voice, Confidence and Positioning. How many of you know that your voice is not just what you say? Your voice is happening before you even speak anything. Let's say, for example, if you are in a workshop, you see someone walk in, they have their regular clothes on, they're kind of slumped over. It seems like they do a lot of work, they like their work, but they just kind of show up. They're dragging themselves in. Now think for a moment that let's say you don't even know her name. Let's say it's Michelle Obama, but you didn't know it was her. And she walked in the room. What statement has she already made without speaking a word? See, in the kingdom, we walk. We walk light, full of energy, and with light. because he's walking with us. We can stand tall because we know we're not standing on our own. So that's part of presence. There's some other things too. Let's say, for example, you are standing in front of the room and you're going to do a presentation. Let me just pop this on the screen for you. One thing that I see speakers do, sometimes they've been speaking forever. They were speaking in the church, they were on the stage, they spoke at their schools, they did theater. So they have no problem and no fear really with the art of just speaking. But just the ability to speak does not equal executive presence. One of the things that we look at is what is your body saying? So, I want you to think about yourself at the last time that you spoke in front of a room. When you speak, do you pace back and forth? Or do you mark your spots with intention? The last time you spoke in front of the room, did you find that your hands are swinging and kind of doing anything or fidgeting, or were they centered? Look at the lady in the picture. Do you see how her hands are centered? You know someone that has reached intermediate or professional level speaking. Oftentimes, one clue is what is their body doing intentionally, and how does it emphasize what it is that they want to say. The other thing, when you're standing in front of the room, do you find that you've memorized or know your content well enough that it can flow without filler words? Or are you looking up and trying to think about what is my next word and popping in, so, you know, you might not know it. The next time you speak, ask someone to write down if you're saying and how many times you're saying that so that you're aware that you're actually using filler words. And when you use those filler words, they actually contradict the authority and credibility of what it is that you are saying. What God has called you to say is has some interference from the words that you chose to say, as well as these fillers. And then the third thing is how are you engaging your audience? Are you talking at them or with them? Is this something that's interesting for them? Is there any story involved that they can relate to? This is part of your presence. First, they see you. When you're talking, they still see you. So you're coordinating some things. Let's say, for example, you as an executive are actually going to bring somebody onto your team to talk to them about something very important. Perhaps you want to build leadership. You would like to talk about what your culture is going to look like so that you have low turnover. Maybe you're building your leaders. You get two resumes that you've seen. What do you go first? Are you just going to look at that resume or are you going to go somewhere to find out information? Most executives are going to use the professional platform called, let me give you a hint, it starts with an L. That's right. You're probably going to go to LinkedIn because it's a professional platform. Most professionals are on there with professional content, and it gives you an idea of how they present themselves. Facebook is not as much, but you still want to keep it clean because someone might go over there and look to see what are you saying when you think people aren't looking. Now, when you know people are looking at you, what does your LinkedIn look like? We're going to spread this down. We have a headline. Is it clean? Their about section. What do they say? What's featured? What kind of things have they been doing in the community, on the professional level? And then when you look at their history, do they have examples, videos, clips, things to help you along? And you see one thing that has popped down from here. Let's see. Is also the services page. Now, sometimes you can do things, pay certain things. LinkedIn has a lot of different packages where this services page will show up front. It's still here though. They would have reviews, things that they've done, how many stars are they getting. Oftentimes, you will see on this page what people have said about them. Now, I have taken off one of the levels to see how it would change. Before, you could see everything very quickly. Now you have to dig for it, and the reviews of what people said are not listed here anymore. So, what it means is there are different levels on LinkedIn. And if you want things more visible and immediate, unfortunately, they're going to make you pay for it. So even these five reviews had lots of information that people wrote, and those aren't there right now. So good to know. But there is lots of content. When you go back and look at your screen, let's take this off. What do you see? Look at your LinkedIn for a moment. Do you have reviews on your page? Is your banner clean? Does it say what you do? Do you have images and video and content showing what you do on a professional level and even in the community? People get to know you and how you will show up at their corporation, at their conference, by what they can see on a platform like LinkedIn. It's the number one professional platform. Let's go back to this. Victory, results, legacy, influence. Ask God, what is the next measurable step on your mission? Is that speaking? Is it publishing? Executive level networking? Are you helping to restructure an organization? Are you pivoting your leadership or who you walk with? Only God has that answer. However, there is help. Let me show you a little bit of Crowned. So Crowned Christian Women Executives is a high touch corporation for women executives. And what we have are circles. We walk together. There are also platforms and things that we do as far as a speakers bureau, publishing magazine and books, doing executive retreats so that we are always renewing ourselves while we're growing. There will be professional learning, development learning, but there will also be growth. You can have your luxuries of nails are done, I've got my massage because you need to relax, but we need to grow. And we're not looking for just any growth. We're looking to walk with people that understand when storms come, our identity don't change. When storms come, we're looking to more to the Bible than we are to the world. If you're in a season right now where either you're looking for your vision to be clear or you know your vision, but you're looking to be able to spread that gift more as it was intended. And it could be that you are working on your presence or you're looking to speak, which we do help you develop your speaking if that's on your path, but there's still more work to do. You could be writing an anthology. There's many ways that you can participate with us. I'm going to invite you to scan this and set up an appointment with me. Now, Crowned Christian Women Executives, we are having our membership meeting October 18th. We are inducting our members. Our chapters are starting to grow. We have leaders that are leading chapters because some of us want to meet in our crown circles in person. There's those of us that are coming on the executive retreats because we want to be together as we grow and renew and be able to talk about things that only leaders that are working together to support and uplift each other would talk about. Not one that would turn around and try to use that as a weapon against you. This is a special movement. Look for us. You will find us on our website. You will certainly find us on LinkedIn as our members, all members are interviewed. They have a testimony. They are often full of light and can't wait to meet others like them. I look forward to speaking with you or having a team member speak with you soon. Make sure that you get that appointment. Do it now for the next week because your steps are ordered. You are here because you were meant to be here. You are on this call because God said to you, this is the time to be on this particular video call. So I hope to see you soon. I can't wait to meet you and hear your testimony. I am Trevina Jefferson, Chief Operating Officer of Crowned Christian Women Executives. Bye and have a blessed day.